These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set. We're ready. 51, not 51. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Hey, check it. Bravo. Wait for the hit.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
450.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears first down.
Right set. Wait, 20. Alert. Keep it up. Motion. Hey, Alpha. 51. Easy. I got it. Regular. 51.
On first and 10, here's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Defense wins championships, baby. Alpha.
Here's Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, goal 66. Ozzy.
From the gun, it's Brady. The pass complete. It's Bird. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
72. Hey, wahoo! 50.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Mike 51. Hey, Alabama. Watch out. Hey, exit. Jim, let's go. No, 66. 53, Linda. Hey, goal 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got his target. That's more. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Shift. Hey, Delta. 51. Here we go. Rip.
The first down carry here for Johnson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
58, right over there.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Now Brady. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Don't band it. 51, Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Five. Mike 51. Mike. Hey, 66.
To throw again. Brady. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
No, 66. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check nickel. 51. Hey. High 7. 72. Switch it, switch it. Hey, Alabama.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have once again taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Wait,
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Check 52. Shoot. Check it. 3D,
On second down, it's Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, team 6. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. 72.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady, and that will be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. They'll run. This is Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58 to Mike. 58.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
14. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Mike Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check it, reload! Rip! Slam! Help him! Don't stand it!
Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Brady now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll run it with Johnson. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
450.
Big stop, team. Big stop. Let's go.
Hey, Orbit.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team.
When he hits.
Here's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Check it, reload.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's go. Call me Chris.
Watch the screen.
Shadow. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
Hey, Haywood.
Sugar.
On third down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Wilson now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Williams as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other end. Just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check.
12.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got Burton here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Bravo! Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, check it!
On first down, Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run again with Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Damiere Byrd, 97 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson throwing again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
I'll plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. 58.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Going up top. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Take it at the 37. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Brady now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
1st down, Bears.
Wait, set. Ready? You. Switch.
On 1st down, Johnson. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Hatchet. Hey, call 66.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Bears.
Hey, set. 29. Alpha. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We own this. Recon, 132 fighter. 72. Check 24. Shadow.
To throw is Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The kick by Crosby is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Brady, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
On the toss, here's Foreman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Hey, set, 53! 51! Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go. Sugar! 51 to the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 66. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 72. Easy.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Oh, he can't it away, and Brady will go down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returning is Peppers. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an act.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Go, Mike. 380! Let's go on. No, 66.
51 to Mike, boy, 51.
Hey, Delta.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Throw caught here by Bird. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check it. 5.
51 to Mike. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Right here, guys. Fight.
50.
From the 29, Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Hey, goal 66.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
Wait, set. Alabama. 380. 51. Here we go. Switch, 380. Hey, rip.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 7.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Mike 51. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Regular. Check it, reload.
Throwing again. Brady. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, set. Mike 20.
Mike 51. Let's go. Man left.
Alpha.
51 to Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
51 to Mike.
Alert.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
58, 58, Mike. Here we go. Strong right.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Play action. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Trey Burton, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On first down, it's Hunt. A gain of 3, second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll run again with Hunt. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
18. Complete to Paul Richardson. 1st and goal at the
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Let's go, baby.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.